Today I'm going to go over three tickers, CLS, AVGO, and ANET. Trader Murat says these are his best stock picks for 2025, so I thought I would take a look at them. First up, CLS. This company engages in the provision of supply chain solutions globally to equipment manufacturers and service providers. And this is the first time I've ever taken a look at this ticker. So we ended the day at 91.44, up 5.13%. The 52-week low is 25.84, and it reached its high today, its 52-week high of $93.15. So congratulations if you've made some money off of this trade. For the week, we are up 10%. For the month, up a whopping 62%. And for the year, 239%. This is where we ended at the middle of the trend and the baseline. I'm going to mark this out. To the north side takes us to one level of resistance and a potential take profit area at 94.76, 96.54, and 98.20. If we get to this level, I will anticipate a sell-off as people take their profits and they run. They will lock in and they will leave. But I don't know if we can get there in one day, but eventually possibly grinding up. Now, to the south side, I'm going to move this. A gap forms at roughly 88.56, -2 standard deviations, and another level of support, 87.95. This gap closes at 87.04, 86.27, and -4 standard deviations, 84.50. I don't think we'll get to this level on Friday. That's too far of a gap to get down to this level. And if we do, it will be a miracle, and you can bet people will be buying the dip. But if we get down to here, this could be an area where we bounce off as well. And I see an open wound right here that needs to be cauterized. Right here, we gapped up. So eventually it will fill to the downside. Take a little break down here. Possibly consolidate. But right now on the 5, we are turning down and we are here. So I think we could touch this level pretty easily. And that could happen on Friday. Yeah, at -2 standard deviations. And there's a gap here that already closed. Oh, we've got this gap and this gap as well to the downside. And we have hit a 52-week high. So I think we're going to base and consolidate for a little bit. Let me make sure I mark this out cleanly. Yeah. So we gapped up. I will anticipate it to fill to the downside. And that, oh, let me just delete that. Take us to 75.70, but we are in an upward channel, moving farther away from this gap and this one as well. And look at this, it gapped off of earnings back on Wednesday, October 23rd, and it's been chugging along. But should we retrace? This could take us all the way back to $57.41. So that's the 5 still. Let me flip this quickly over to the daily, just for giggles, since, again, I have never looked at this. Never even on my radar. No other channels I track or follow, I should say, have talked about this one. At least I don't remember. So maybe the next target after that would be 94.47. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I touched that little point over here thinking that was where I needed to be, and it wasn't. Oh, but still. Okay. So the next target is 94.31 for me. And what does it say? So we've already hit that 1 year price target a while ago, and there are no forecasts to the upside, just to the downside, but yet we have a strong buy. So keep that in mind. We've got conflicting information. Maybe go to tipranks.com and see if they've got any other upgrades or price targets. Oh, that says my portfolio, but there are a couple of things on here that are not in my portfolio, which is SOXL. I'm tracking that in case I want to buy it. And that's it. The rest I own. I did get rid of Fastly today, so I'll talk about that later. Okay. Let me just go to the next ticker, which is AVGO. Now I've done this one quite a bit in the past, but not recently. At least I think I have. Let me just go to the monthly and see, or maybe I haven't. No, look at this nice upward climb that, oh yeah. So there was the split here that took it down to this level. So I was tracking it a long time ago before the split. So let's not look at that. Let's just go to the 5-minute. Option R. All right, we're at 163.94, up 0.42% for the day. Again, this is his pick for 2025, so I'll roll over to the to the daily time frame in just a moment, but I'll just give you the 5-minute levels here. 165.78, 167.11, a gap forms at 4 standard deviations, 168.53, closing out at 170. And now the baseline, 163.01, 160.24, 158.90, and 157.55. Okay. What do we have here? It's been a while, like I said, since I cleaned up my chart. So this took us to 172.29, closed out here on October 24th. Delete. This gap touched right there. So that is done. 176.95, and then we rolled over some more, bounced up to support, sold off, bounced back on support, sold off on resistance. A gap formed, the gap closed, support here and a buy-in, sell off at resistance. Obviously these calculations move, and it was up here, and now we're down here. And what's going on with this one? All right, we touched right there. That took us to 185.47. And then all of these gaps touched. So on the, oops, that's the hour. Well, let's just go to the daily. Back to the daily. So we are at support on the daily. So I will anticipate a bounce, but if we roll down here and then bounce some more, that would curve down, possibly take this down a little bit more and then go up. But we've got this gap. So to the middle of the trend and the baseline on the daily takes us to 183.77. This was an old price target from July 18th, 2024 when I looked at it. And now it's 195.78. Not much movement, but still from where we are, 19.42. When I looked at it last, it was at 20.94. And what's happening after that? So 240. So very nice. So again, this is something Marat is looking at for 2025 with some big gains possibly. But at 163, if you buy shares like I do, it does get expensive fast. But if you play options, it's more manageable. But I don't like to be bound by expiration dates. All right. The next one is going to be ANE. And on the daily, channel is going down. And this is about to fall down as well. Maybe hit support, and once we do, I'll anticipate another bounce. But there we started on July 2nd of 2021. Resistance, making our way back down, going back through resistance here, sell off, back to support. And then we're basically grinding sideways, but when we hit resistance, falling back down, this level of resistance turns into support and then a bounce. So, and again, that's turning down. This is the next earnings report on February 25th. All right, on the daily, I'm just going to give you the targets right now. 21.92, 23.86, and 25.58. And to the south side, 18.34. Okay, roughly 1827, 1460, 1278, and I don't think we'll get here again, 1094. Okay, and this company, in case you didn't know, which I didn't know because I've never tracked this, not on my radar, so that's why it's so nice that Marat tells me what he's looking into, and for me, it's fun just to check it out. So this company engages in the exploitation of primary energy resources. Its principal activities are promotion, construction, operation, maintenance, and development of renewable energy facilities. Yeah, I still couldn't tell you what they do. So, onshore wind, there we go. Solar, hydropower, and thermal renewables. And they are headquartered in Spain. Corporación. I'm not even going to try it, okay? My Spanish is not good. Or Portuguese or anything like that. I'm horrid. Okay, now on the 5 minute, oh, see, this made this ticker wonky, so let me move that in closer. This thing is very gappy. All these little gaps have filled. Yeah, those are opportunities. I consider them opportunities to get in and get out. So we ended the day at 1947, down 0.71%. So to the north side, the middle of the trend takes us to roughly 1970, 1998, 2010, 2024, 1929, and another level of support, 1916. What do we have for the price target? 2502. 25, why do I have this marked? Oh, maybe it's for the other time frame. I don't know. So 2502, which represents a 28% return from where we are. So this is Thursday, November 21, 1 year price target, and that represents a 28, oh, let's just write it in case I accidentally move the line there, because I got sticky fingers, 51%. So note these bounce at support, support, sell off at resistance, resistance. And for me, the clear lines of resistance are these lines. I've marked them out in red, white, and blue for me to easily see. That gap closed, and then sell off at resistance, bounce support, and now I'm going to anticipate a bounce at support, but this thing is curling down, so this could take us to the next deviation, and then the next, until I see this turning around, and then I will assume then that it will also turn around up here. At least that is the thought. Okay, that is it there. And, oh, let me just go over to the daily. Why did I mark that out? Oh, I marked it out on the daily for the middle of the trend, and then I marked it out on the 5 minute. So we could, hypothetically, even you go through this area of consolidation or this will turn into support and bounce off of that. Don't know which way it's going to go. I have to take it day by day. And those are the 3 tickers. And really quickly, so I don't have to make another recording. Oh, this looks like a hot mess. I bought this thing all over the place. Okay, let me go to the 5 and just show you what I did for today and today only. Baby stepping this thing. Okay, I bought in at $6.95 and I bought in at, or on November 4th. Well, silly me, I could have sold up over here at $8.77 for a gain. I don't know, sometimes my strategy vacillates. I vacillate here. That went up 25%. Yeah, stupid me, I should have sold out. And earnings, not too shabby, look at that. And then, yeah, what's really crazy is we reported awesome earnings and then this thing got hit because people wanted to buy in cheaper. The institutions did. So anyway, I lost out and then I didn't pay attention some more. So we rolled down, went up, down, and then I'm climbing my way up. So I bought it here. And then today I chickened out. I just sold for an 8.63% return. And today we got a whopping 17.44% return. So congratulations on that one. And now I do have some here at 8.31. Wait, what is this line? Oh, that's a gap. Oh, yeah. Where is it? Oops. So that's done. Oh, this is done. Yep, that touched right here. I really ought to trade fewer tickers so I can focus and concentrate on just a couple of tickers. That's what I'm going to try to do in 2025. Sell off some things that I'm not keeping long term, tickers I don't care about, but that I'm making money off of. There's a little gap here, and that would take us to 653. So maybe I'll put an order in at 652. But what is this? Okay, so I bought in here, I bought here, and at 831. So I'm hoping it crashes down to here or hits below where I bought it previously. Then I'll be in again on this trade. And then we've got a gap that will take us, oh no, this gap already closed. Oh wait, no, it didn't. What am I saying? No, that's a gap up that closes up there, but we're not in that channel, not in the zone, not even close. But on Tuesday, the 26th, we could touch it, this level, at 2 standard deviations. And again, that's roughly 820. So I could have held out seeing this, but I didn't. I'm like, getting to be a nervous Nelly here on this, only because I want out. Okay, that does it for me. That is a look at CLS, AVGO, and ANE. Thank you to Murat for pointing out those tickers, and I will review them again later in 2025. Have a great trading day.